video, I am going to show you some new makeup that I purchased at Ulta and Sephora. Hey everyone, this is Lisa. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Lisa Monique Beauty, where we cover all things beauty and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. So I went to Sephora today because I was interested in testing out the new Hourglass foundation, but it was online only, so I ended up having to order it. But I did manage to purchase quite a few things instead, and then I went over to Ulta and I picked up a few more things. So let's go ahead and get into some of the new products. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about is something I received in PR, and I tried this lotion before. This is the Augustinus Bader, the Rich Cream, and then I also received their eye cream. And so I was trying to have a dupe for my nighttime cream, my La Mer, which, you know, if you watch my channel, I'm a total La Mer lover. I've been using it since I started my YouTube channel. I tested it first for my channel and have found nothing compares. This product did not give me that same level of nighttime moisture, but I have been using it during the day as my moisturizing primer, and it is beautiful. It is glowing. My skin just looks luminous and dewy, so I'm really loving this as my new primer under my makeup. And I do use the eye cream both day and night. I do find that it's not too heavy, and it just feels really silky and lovely on. And of course, when I use a night cream that is too heavy, it actually increases my melia underneath my eye and on my eyelids, and this does not do that, but it just leaves my eyes feeling silky smooth, my eyelids feeling silky smooth, which of course is what we want, because as we get a little older, they tend to get just crepier and drier and tighter feeling. So I do really enjoy these products, and I have been using them every day since I have received them. So, and I've had them for, gosh, about 2 weeks. So while I was at Sephora, I was walking around looking for new products, and I do sometimes feel like I've purchased everything that interests me, but I did see a new Lancome foundation. So of course I had to buy it because I love all things Lancome, and it is their Tint Idol Ultra Wear Care and Glow. Now, the difference between this and my regular Tint Idol, I actually had to look it up because I put it on my arms. Let's see if you can see this. This has been on for a little bit. This is the regular Tint Idol, the original, and this is the Glow. So the colors don't match up exactly. So I am a 360 bisque in Tint Idol, or a 420 when I have a lot of sun on my face, but 360 bisque, and I purchased the 355, and I find it quite similar. They did not have the 360. So let me tell you what the differences are supposed to be. So the Tint Idol Original says it's a full coverage, matte finish, oil-free. And it has an SPF of 15. It's an octinoxate chemical sunscreen. The new one, the Care and Glow, is a serum foundation. It is supposed to be medium, a buildable medium coverage. It has hyaluronic acid, has mandelic acid, which actually is one of my favorite exfoliating type acids. It's like the most gentle of all acids if you're looking at like glycolic acid and kojic acid. Well, kojic acid does little different things, but salicylic acid, mandelic acid is the most gentle. The molecules are the biggest, so it causes the least irritation. It is important to know that it does have these type of ingredients in the foundation too, because you don't want to be, you know, overdoing it with your active ingredients or your acid. It also has a different sunscreen. I've never heard of this sunscreen. It's an SPF 27, and this sunscreen is ensulizole, 3.6% ensulizole, or ensulizole. I'll put it on the screen. So this one is also supposed to be a natural finish, but like all Lancome foundations, I just love the coverage. Look at that. I just think it's beautiful. It's skin-like. It's really a perfect match. It is not moving into any of my lines and wrinkles. I feel like my skin looks young, healthy, fresh. I will put at the bottom how long it lasts, and I will put a picture too, but I'm filming this before the end of the day, and this is a day one wear test. So I will put in this video the end of day opinion on it, because we know I love the long wearing tint idol. And the foundation is $47. I also tried the Huda Beauty Luminous Matte Concealer, and I just tried it because that was such an oxymoron to me, a luminous matte concealer. And so I hadn't heard about it before. I haven't heard really anything about it, but I'm testing it out, and I picked up the shade 3.5N, which is Sugar Biscuit. This one is definitely a brightening shade on me, and I don't feel like it is too bright. I think it looks really good. It has not moved or settled in my creases. I've had it on for a couple of hours now. I don't feel like it looks old or anything like that. I did set my whole face with a little bit of powder after I applied all my makeup. I did not apply the concealer and then set it specifically. I just kind of brushed this little brush over with some RCMA translucent powder kind of right in the center to take off a little of the shine, because it's really warm in this room upstairs. I think my AC is set too high. It's just a little warm in this room. Yeah, I think it's really pretty. And I think it blended in really well. And again, I've had it on for about 3 hours right now. Yeah, so this is 3-hour makeup. I think it looks great. On my eyes, I purchased the Natasha Denona Mini Biba palette. So I have 2 Natasha Denona palettes, the big ones. I have her Glam palette and her Retro palette. But I did pick up this Biba palette because I am doing a wedding video, and I love the Natasha Denona formula, and I thought these were really good shades for both light and dark color eyes. I feel like these would be gorgeous on blue eyes because they do have that peachier undertone. But then, of course, you know, I don't have blue eyes, and I love the eyeshadow on me too. So I just used Izzy all over the lid, then Bruno in the outer corners, and then Blaze in the center over the lid also, to get this look here. And then of course I put this underneath my eyes also. For liner, I went to Ulta and I tried a couple of their eyeliners again. I might even have this one already. This is the NYX Epic Wear, and it's in brown shimmer. It's a pretty deep black brown, which is my favorite type of brown. It's kind of neutral, and it blends out very soft. You got to put the cap on tight, and then it dries down and doesn't move. So I really do like that. I am testing. I've decided to pay $15 for these itty bitty mascara testers as opposed to buying the larger mascaras, because I have so many, they're all going to dry out before I even get halfway through. But this one is the Tartelette, and it is their tubing mascara. It's a new mascara. I get a lot of questions about what mascara is good for sensitive eyes. I don't have sensitive eyes, so it's really hard for me to test. But I hear tubing mascaras are better for sensitive eyes, so I just decided to try it. And I think it's real pretty. It's not clumpy or thick. I did start using my lash serum again, so my lashes are getting longer naturally, but I think it kept them nice and separated, nice and fanned out, which I like. So I do really like this mascara. Okay, on my cheeks, I have the Tarte Flush Cheek Stain, and this one, like I said, is in Flush. I think it was 20 years ago, 2002, my girlfriend took me to Nordstrom. She introduced me to her personal shopper, and they were having their makeup event. They usually have a big makeup event in the fall, and at the time, Tarte was at their makeup counters. They're not anymore, and this is the one item I purchased. It's just a gel cheek stain, just really sheer, and because it's a stain, it lasts a long time. I like it, well, because you can tap it on top. I put it under the bronzer, but then when I put the bronzer over, I felt like I was covering it up. So I put it on top, but it is really something that you can just tap, and add just a little bit more flush. And it's just super, super natural. And I really am glad that I repurchased it. It was hard for me to find the flush. I will admit I had to order the flush shade online because every time I went to the store, that was the one that was always sold out. Okay, if you've watched me for a while, I used to always say I could never find a drugstore bronzer or contour that were dark enough for me in stock at the drugstores. They usually would go to the medium shades and then stop. It's the product came in darker shades. They just didn't carry it or stock it at Target or the drugstores or anything like that. And it was very frustrating. So there was only one that I found that I actually liked the shade. And it was actually an Essence contour palette. But now they had their Sun Club Matte Bronzing Palette. And so I picked this up. So I'm wearing this shade right here. This is a little bit orangier undertone. This one has more of red undertone. This one looks a little more neutral. This one's going to be way too pale for me. But I did use that today. I just thought it added some nice warmth to my face. It's very pigmented. Yeah, it was $9.99 at Ulta. Okay, on my lips, I did also purchase at Ulta the NYX lip liner. It is their Line Loud lip liner. And I got it in Ambition, I think it's called. Yeah, Ambition Statement. So I put it right here. This was just a really nice kind of neutral color. It's very creamy. I have to do a little test on how well it wears under gloss. But then for lipstick, this is I believe this is a Maybelline. Yeah, this is Maybelline 657 in Nude Nuance. This is one of those dark, more brown nudes, which actually work better on my skin tone. I really can't use a beigey nude, so I thought it was real pretty, and again, kind of goes with the tones in my blouse. And then I just used my e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss in Mocha Twist, which is one of my favorite lip gloss shades. Okay, and then just to finish it off, I just used my RCMA powder, just a little bit on a brush. This is kind of a short brush, and I could just tap it right here to just cut out any shine. Oh, my brows. Did I do something on my brows? Oh yeah, I used Charlotte Tilbury on my brows. Okay, so I used the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Cheat and the Legendary Brows to finish my brows. So for me, this is a little different because I feel like I went pinker on the blush, but then more nude, or almost with a little warmer undertone on the lips and the eyes, a little more peachy undertones. I really like it though, and I really love this foundation. I think this concealer is holding up really well. I still don't see the luminous under. I mean, I would say it's matte. If you like this makeup look, let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.